23. Sara McGibany back in the studio. How's life treating you?
Great.
Well, it's really exciting because Alton Main Street season really never stops. And, well, it's great for us. Probably busy for you,
Thankfully, our busiest season is winding down a little bit, but we are definitely here to remind everybody to think local first as they start checking people off their holiday gift list.
Well, and, Small Business Saturday is going to be a big deal. And now with Green Gift Bazaar kind of, taking a little bit of a rest and going to be ended for the time being. And is it done officially?
Yeah, I believe so. When we brought Green Gift Bazaar downtown, there were very few and far between type of vendor markets, but now it seems like just about everybody is doing those type of things. So rather than be redundant, we figured we would just kind of pass it off to the folks downtown that were doing, big vendor events like that at their establishments, and we're going to focus our promotional, energy on our brick and mortar. So we are going to be putting together a great program. We've done this every year for the past 6 or 7 years, where all of the Small Business Saturday offers are going to be on one publication that's got a map and all of the explanations on what everybody's offering for the occasion. You can pick those up in any participating locations the week leading up to Small Business Saturday, and everybody always goes all out with refreshments and discounts and activities in the store. It's just a really good day to, don't just forget about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Let's focus all of our energy on local this year.
Absolutely. Well, and honestly, a lot of businesses are, not only contributing so much back, whether it's local events or volunteer time or you name it, it's both. But, they're also facing the same struggles as, a lot of mom and pops are, especially this time of year and especially just the time period we're in. And it's, one of those things where we really need to think about because Jeff Bezos isn't going down and sponsoring the Ladybugs at Alton Park and Rec.
Amen. Exactly. Amazon is not going to miss your orders this year if you decide to just put a little extra effort in. And honestly, convenience is not always king. When you are wanting to build a community that you want to live in, you want to have those little mom and pop shops. So, think Funky Planet for any toy under the sun on the kids on your gift list. Or,
100%.
We've got wonderful, jewelry or, gift certificates to restaurants are always a perfect gift. Just think local first. It's not difficult.
Well, and it's not going to be something you have to worry about, cousin, Johnny getting the same gift for grandma that you got her,
Exactly. Or watching your mailbox, making sure that the package is going to get here in time, stuff like that. Just walk right out with it and make a shop owner's day.
My conspiracy is that Ring was providing the porch pirates, if that's what we were calling them. I think that they wanted security systems sold, so they hired these, people to go.
That is actually wouldn't surprise me.
One thing I think is awesome is you've always, especially like you just said, the last couple of years, last 6 or 7, put all that together in one map, and it just keeps growing where you can go to downtownalton.com and see all the events, and you can see all the different businesses and each different section of business too that fits what you need. But also is the fact that coming up, these night markets or not night markets, First Fridays are the perfect way really to kind of end the year, and it's always in such a really cool setting, and it's great to see all the community come together when the weather gets colder.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people do mention to us that they work 9 to 5s, and the majority of the shops downtown do close at 5. So we really like to give this opportunity to do a little extended hours for people who might not have been able to pop into the brand new shops that they haven't caught yet and things like that. And it's really convenient to be able to park one time and hop on the continuous shuttle that runs a loop between all 20 locations all night long.
You have no excuses for the weather.
Exactly.
It's taken care of. You just get on the shuttle and you're good to go. Well, and too, I think it's such a really cool thing especially if you plan it, even if you do one night. I think if you do all 3, or because there's
it's a series of 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you could do all the shopping though ahead of time and just make it almost like your week date night. Just for that first Friday of the month. Plan on that to start your early Christmas shopping, to visit some of the shops, and then get a little bit of a precursor to what's to come on Small Business Saturday too.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a really fun night to grab a few friends and make a night of it. We've got different locations that are offering live music and drink specials, so it definitely could be a night out on the town and pop into a number of shops and just get a lay of the land. You would be really surprised. Over the past couple of years, we've had 10 new businesses, retailers open up downtown. Yeah. So keep always trying to beat the drum and remind everybody that we're more than just an entertainment district down here. There's services, there's shops, there's something for everybody.
Well, you're right. And because so many times all you hear is, well, it's just bars, and that's just so not true.
Agreed.
And it's not, and I hate to sound so I guess rude, but it's not our businesses aren't the typical businesses that you would see in a Midwestern town. Not saying those are bad things, but we have really cool and unique and innovative retail spots. Like, Funky Planet, not every town has a Funky Planet, gift or toy shop, and not every planet or town has all these really cool boutiques. And a mom said no. So we have these really cool features that you don't see anywhere else.
Oh, that's so true. We all used to have to drive over to Sunshine Daydream in U City to get some of the stuff that Fred has in his shop in Mississippi Hippie. And now these guys get to have this right here in Alton. It's incredible.
It's really cool. And honestly, it's going to be a night that is really fun for families to be a part of. What time does First Friday start?
It goes from 5 until 8 p.m.
Perfect. And now, is there a good starting point?
We always tell people Flock is a great starting point. They are offering gift card specials and specials off their lemonade. So, yeah, you can park right there in their big lot, and that's a great place to catch the shuttle.
Really cool. Before we take a quick break, we'll come back and talk more. I wanted to just tease the fact that we are going to be talking about the Christmas tree lighting. It's November 5th. Every store, starting October 20th, shifted to Christmas mode. I think that Halloween just got phased out early this year, which was weird. We forgot Thanksgiving existed, but Alton is ready for its tradition, and that's on Friday, November the 22nd. This is always so much fun.
Oh, the tree lighting, yeah, it's one of my favorite things of the year. We've packed Lincoln Douglas Square with all kinds of smiling faces, and it's just a really great way to kick off the holiday season.
We'll just hope it's not too cold.
Really?
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, talk about the tree lighting. We'll also come back and talk about First Fridays. We'll be back with more after this. With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show, 9:33, and Sarah, we were just talking during the break, and it's so cool to see all these businesses doing just great things. We were just talking, actually, I was to Melissa at Honeybee, who I think has one of the coolest stores.
It really is.
And there's so many, great stores like Honeybee, but it's just what I think's cool is all the passion that everyone has just for the Main Street district and for the goal of what Main Street's about too. I think that's really cool, and supporting one another is what I mean too, where it's not like, hey, just come to my store. See you later. Here's my Facebook post. It's come to my store and I'm going to send you to 3 other people whenever you get done with me. And I think that's really cool. And that's what Melissa and I were talking about. It's something that just kind of stuck with me the last couple of weeks, where it's just kind of that community where it's, spread the love and make sure everyone gets to meet everyone that comes across the bridge or is in downtown for the afternoon.
Yeah, that's so true. It really feels like everybody is pulling in the same direction these days. People don't feel like one another are competitors. Everybody is just of the mind that, it's better if everybody collaborates. And you're absolutely right. We're constantly seeing business owners promoting their neighbors and, if you're shopping here and you're looking for lunch,
Right.
We've actually created a great rack card that has a QR code to our entire business directory. And the shop owners have found that super helpful because, they can give people options for lunch, and then our website gives them a GPS map right to where they're going. And we're really trying to make it as easy as possible that once people are in the district, we keep them here and circulate them around, make sure they have a meal, things like that.
This is so cool. And I just think it's really great to see you guys just keep growing and finding innovative ways to, make sure people are aware of all the really cool folks that are in the downtown district. So on first Fridays, Jacoby's Fine Violins, they're actually going to have some performers too.
Yeah, he's lining up house concerts
That'll
for
be cool.
First Fridays. And this month, it is actually Neil and Gerard from the Mighty Pines, which is a very popular band in St. Louis. They're going to do a little stripped down version of violin, mandolin, things like that in the studio. So that'll start at 7 o'clock. And I think he's going to run a little bit longer than First Fridays. He said he's going to keep the party going until 8:30 or 9. So
That's
definitely
awesome.
Stop into Jacoby Fine Violins. It's an incredibly beautiful shop. And Chris is the nicest guy. And it's a great example of somebody who chose to come to Alton and move here and bring their business here from the East Coast. And that is just incredible when you hear stories like that we have so much going on here that the momentum is attracting people to actually relocate.
That's so true. And, I was actually at I was hosting Metro East Humane Society's gala and auction last year, or actually it was, almost last year. It was March. And that was the conversation, was just all of the really cool people that have moved into the area recently that are, really adding some just really great features and assets to the community too. It's so awesome to have that. And whether it's like filmmakers or musicians or business owners or artists, we have a really cool, almost mini renaissance in a way. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, there has been a surge. I mean, it has been happening over the past decade.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Post-COVID, I really should publish a list of all the businesses that have opened up post-COVID because we are experiencing a boom downtown. We hear, comments in news articles and stuff about how downtown's on the decline and it's dying. I'm here to tell you that is absolutely the opposite of what is happening. We are having a resurgence. There is a new business that opens up every couple of months down here in the district. And for a district that's only like, a mile or so long, that's a lot of business activity.
Right. Well, and the thing is, too, it's all about the message you send, and to me, it's all branding. So the more we hear and see, don't go to downtown or don't do this, then the more it's going to become, the reality of it. So we have to when there's a lot of good to find in the downtown district. So just highlight those positive features. And I wish that all of us would do that as a community more, because that's what we're showcasing to everyone else coming in,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as we're talking offline, I know a lot of Main Street directors all around the state and all around the country. They would give anything to have our entertainment district with 10 bars within walking distance of each other and a quality nightlife scene. So, that is definitely what downtown is known for. But my gosh, we're so much more than bars. There's all kinds of services, all kinds of retail. Definitely give it another look. If you haven't just strolled Main Street, lately, walk down Broadway and check out all the new places and all of your familiar favorites. There are people that have been in business for 20, 30 years, sometimes 40 years,
right.
Country Meadows Antiques,
Right.
So, and, people that have based their entire livelihood and poured their heart and soul into downtown for generations. And now the newcomers are seeing the momentum of the ball rolling down the hill, and they're wanting to jump on too. Funky Planet's another great example.
That is true.
They traveled around the entire United States looking for their forever home. And of all the places on earth they could have picked, they chose Alton to open their cool shop. So, I mean, we are really getting somewhere. Don't let the naysayers get in your ear about that.
No, and just come see it for yourself on First Fridays,
Exactly. It's a great showcase of everything we have to offer.
And this runs 5 to 8 p.m.?
That's correct. And it is the first Friday of October, November, and December. So if you happen to have plans this Friday, you can catch one more on the first Friday in December.
Really cool. And just make sure you go out there and you're a part of it. And also mark your calendars for Friday, November the 22nd for the Christmas tree lighting at Lincoln Douglas Square. This is such a fun night for the family, and it's 5:30 to around 7:30?
It really just depends on the temperature as to how long the event lasts. But yeah, it is always held on the Friday before Thanksgiving. So that is November 21st this year. The crowd starts assembling around 5:30. We have the Girl Scouts singing Christmas carols, things like that. Santa Claus gets there at 6 o'clock. We'll have a brief program. The Rotary president speaks. They're the ones who provide our beautiful tree. We've got the Salvation Army that kicks off their Tree of Lights campaign. So they will have their chair people there to say a few words about giving back over the course of the season. And then, of course, we have Mayor Goins, who does the countdown with the kids and flips the light on our beautiful tree. And and then we have some cookies and cocoa and wrap it on up by 7 or so.
That's for sure. And if you're watching the broadcast, we might wrap it up a little bit sooner, just depending on how cold it is. But you know what I think? That we've gotten blessed. Was last year warmer? Or where was one year where it was
a couple years ago,
freezing?
it was no good. It was about a 30-minute ceremony, and we were in and out.
But what I think still amazing about this is, all the kids still have fun. It could be 15 degrees, but they're still waiting in line to see Santa, and they'll be darned if they're missing out on that opportunity.
That's true. Just bundle up and come on down. Shivering is part of the fun.
And then also another good thing to note is that What's Up Downtown is moving to the Wedge building.
That's right. Yeah, we moved that event around from time to time, and the Wedge asked if we would be interested in having it in their lobby on November 18th.
Perfect.
So we thought, well, let's go ahead and give that a try. So yeah, we are going to have a bunch of featured speakers. That's a good opportunity to hear right from the horse's mouth everything that is new and exciting downtown. So we do encourage all downtown enthusiasts and especially downtown business owners to come and report out and let us know what you have going on.
Absolutely. Oh, one more thing about the Christmas tree lighting, and I know we'll write about this, but make sure you bring some non-perishable food items so you can create the biggest castle of cans yet.
Yes, that's a fun thing we've been doing for many years. Right there at the foot of the Lincoln and Douglas statues, we have volunteers posted up, and any canned goods or non-perishables you would like to bring, we craft that into a gigantic castle of cans that sits right at the foot of the statues, and that all goes to the food pantry at the Salvation Army at the end of the night.
I just love it. It's such a great night, and we really hope that you guys are a part of it. And if you aren't, you can see it on RiverBender or wherever, wherever you watch it. And we're excited about it. And then, Sarah, anything else to talk about right now?
Gosh, I think we covered all of the fall stuff,
gauntlet
but I'll
going.
get back on your calendar here shortly.
With that being said, we'll take a quick break at 9:41. We'll come back with more Daily Show. And then in the 10 o'clock hour, Lacey McDonald takes us back 100 years ago. And then we head on over to Grafton for their Country Music Festival, set for this week. And you stay there and I'll be here.